season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. At a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. The short hands, it's Edwards. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
With the catch, it's Barber. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Montgomery. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Pucks it out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem.
Into the neutral zone, it'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Hicks. Gets it out quickly. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Barber. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Hicks. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Pulls and fires complete. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And here comes the offense on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught on the outside, it's Moore. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a catch at the 10. He's got great speed. Touchdown Gators! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's like making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. He's got it on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Aggie. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone, go and score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Finds his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks away on the left. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. direction of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They are up by 7 over Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Hicks. Rushes on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Under fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Get the touchdown, get the 1st down, or just get down, and the quarterback does.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Motion from the wideout. Quick release by the QB. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Working that left side now. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barber. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the 1st down at the 41.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Hicks. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Downfield very late in the half. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Got some room to run. 10. Touchdown, Florida. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Looking downfield, it's Hicks. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He makes a catch. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quick release on the RPO. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Tight end now in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Moffitt. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be third and long. They just keep firing. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Texas A&M going quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Hicks. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man. They ain't knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Florida, 42. Texas A&M, 21.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll try it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
42 Spider. Fort.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Lasso.
To the air, it's Hicks. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
325.
A run to the quarterback. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Turning it on. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.